Sam, what do you got for me, brother? It's appraisal time. I have let's just get you up here right here, buddy. It's appraisal time. I have documented accomplishments and awards and supervisor's confirmation and knowledge thereof. Yes, because you're in my leadership program and you know to do that. Next week is raise discussions time. What should I say if less than expected? So Sam, and anybody, and I just got done saying about the session I had last night with her, and she's fabulous. The fact is, you need to go into the promotional raise just like you were negotiating your salary. What's the difference? You know the pain points. You know what it's like to work there. You just have more intimate knowledge of everything that they offer. So you have to know what levers you can pull. You probably have an appreciation for that, but if you don't, I would ask, meaning, hey, if you can't give me more base salary, based on my performance, what I'm going to do and so on, is there a way to make a special one-time bonus? Is there a way to increase my vacation? Is there a way to pay for parking? Everything is on the table. I don't know what the exact job is and how you're negotiating it, but anything is available. Last night, let me give you a little, all of you, because Sam, you know how much I love you, and I know salary negotiation is a big thing. But for any of you that are in Sam's position, as well as the boot camper I was coaching last night, one of the things that I told her to do is she, and like a lot of you, over the course of the year or years, you accumulate more responsibility. She was running the central region for something with no people. She had to hire her first hire. Then she's in the United States in the central area, and then they gave her Canada. She inherited some more people. Then they did some rotation. Somebody left. She picks up a job. A portion of her job is the Southern Territory. Now she's got this massive unit. She went from 0 people to 40 people in the course of 12 months. And one of the things that I explained to her is, while you don't want to threaten your employer, what you need to do is you need to get them to look at you with a different lens. This is a very, very important tactic that I want you guys to make sure that you're using properly, especially if you're negotiating an internal promotion. When the employer looks at you, they see the work you've done, they know they get a hometown discount, okay, because you're there, right? They know you're comfortable, you like working there, they like having you, so they're probably not going to go as high as they would have to go if they went outside to get it. So what I told this woman to do is I said, okay, after you go through, we gave her the script, she's going to make her arguments, we gave her all the variations of anything they came up with, we basically scripted everything that she was going to say, no matter what scenario came up. Then I said to them, after you make your play, after you say, this is the value I've contributed, you've seen it, right? You know what I can do. You're a known commodity. Let's look at this from a different angle. Let's just say, sake of argument, because you know I'm handling all these 40 people in all these 3 massive territories. But let's just say you had to start right now and hire all your directors again. We're all gone. And you had to rebuild this team. It would be like you'd have to hire 2 people to do what I do right now. And the fact is, you don't need to hire an extra person because I'm handling it. But if I wasn't the one handling it, you're not saying I'm leaving, just saying, look at it from that vantage point. You'd have to hire 2 people to do what I'm doing. Person and a half at least. So isn't it worth it to raise that another 20 grand? Right? Wink, wink. So you have got to give the people that you're interacting with multiple vantage points. So what Sam is pointing to about he's documented his accomplishments, I have a career achievements journal that you can grab. It tells you which 14 pieces of information you need to grab about your accomplishments so that when you get in the position Sam is in, you can remind your employer of your awesomeness with some concrete evidence, because they ain't going to remember. They won't. You live it every day. Okay? They just think the magic happens. Right? I tell Kara, look, I know the magic happens. I just count on the magic happening. But I don't know all the ins and outs and how difficult everything is and all that good stuff. So you need to explain that to them. You also need to show them, well, just imagine if I wasn't the one doing this. That's not saying you're going to leave. But just imagine that for a second. That ought to give them a jolt right in the chest. That's another way to go about it. But Sam, I would pull out all the stops. But that's a tactic I would have in my pocket. It sure is. All right, hope that helps.